sir?
How long have you been here?
Since this morning, sir. I wanted to get here early.
No one else is here. Hughes trusted me with the only key to this place. How did you even get in here?
Lockpicking was my favorite course in training. I excelled so far above my class that... maybe just because I had experience beforehand.
Why would you have already trained in lockpicking?
Well, I wouldn't say that's very important. Welcome to the crime scene. I'm so excited to be here.
At the scene of a murder?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to help solve the case.
Now, let's get this done. So, the chief told me we need to find something that explains why I was the culprit.
What do we know about him?
We don't have a name, and don't have a motive. We found his fingerprints on the gun. He was hiding in a bush a couple miles north. Impossible to shrug it off the guy. He mentioned the victim's name before we even said it. Not a very slick criminal. So we're hoping it'll be easy to find the motive.
Alright then, I see. So what do you do outside of work? Do you have any family?
Do you have to be so nosy?
Just trying to get to know you. This is my first case.
Oh, really? You never mentioned that before.
I like to know the people that I'm working with. Do you have a wife?
I used to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is she?
No, let's change the subject. Do you have a family?
Not in town. I moved. Whoa, what is that? It's like a secret passage.
How did you do that?
I don't know. I just bumped into this mounted piece and now there's a secret passage under the rug.
We gotta tell the chief.
Well, don't you want to explore?
We don't know what's down there.
How about we find out? Wow, look at all this stuff.
But what is it?
They're baseball cards.
What?
Baseball cards. I used to collect these all the time as a kid. Here's Dime Piece and Hummingbird. They've even got I don't know.
Who?
No, I don't know. He played for the Yanks third base. What a grand collection these cards must... Is that Mac Williams?
What's so special about that?
How can you not know who Mac Williams is? He was the best left-handed pitcher the entire world has ever seen. He grew up best of his class and was drafted when he was only 17, the youngest ever to play in the big leagues. He pitched the first game of his rookie season and was an instant hit. He's been playing for 23 years and he's never missed.
Alright, I still don't understand why someone would need such a secret place for a bunch of crummy cards.
They aren't crummy. They're collectors. Everyone's out there searching for the rarest of the rare, trying to find those prize players that were only printed once. People pay good money for these. Why, Mac here is worth $2,000.
What did you say?
I said $2,000 for this fine fellow. He was only printed once, 1933, before his team got split because of producer rights. Only 138 of these things ever got made. Then the split the right to make the cards. This card here is worth $2,000. That's just how desperate people are for trying to get this card. Of course the culprit would hide it.
Hey, Joe, was it?
Mm-hmm.
How much did you say one of these Mac Williams cards was worth?
$2,000 a card.
And how many did you say got printed?
Only 138.
So, if you're saying only 138, why are there so many in this box?
I can't believe it.
It was printing counterfeit cards.
There's gotta be thousands, no. Millions of them in these boxes.
Hey, what's that marking on the boxes? Let me see. That symbol, I know it.
Is it important?
I think you may have just led us to our motive.
Gang members? You're in town?
Yes, called the 52 deck. A powerful mafia around these parts.
We've been tracking them for years, but we haven't had much luck. They just keep hiring out expendables, ones they don't care if they get a bullet to the brain. All the bigwigs is in hiding, and none can reach them through the casualties. We're thinking that's just what the latest culprit was.
Your discovery, however, has given us a lead. We haven't been able to find any hideouts or members in months. That hidden room of counterfeit cards, that might just be a ticket into their world.
Well, gee, I never thought that I could help with this big of a case.
You've proven yourself, Joe. Your clumsiness cracked this case open easy.
Well,
You did a good job, kid.
Hey, Joe, we've got something here I bet you want to see.
I'm on my way.
Brooks.
Use.
Now, I've got something to tell you. I know that your retirement is supposed to be next week and all, but...
changed my mind.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm.
But why?
Something about this case, I can't leave. Not on this one.
Oh. Well, in that case, I was thinking of asking you if you'd be willing to work as Joe's partner from now on.
Alright. I'll take it.
Thank you, Brooks. I think you'll make a great team.
I'm coming for you, Deborah.
Today's episode was brought to you by Sapwood Cigarettes and the Ben Lomond Creative Writing Clan. Go Scots! The script for today's episode was written by Ivor Canova, and music and sound were performed by Ivor Canova. The role of Sloppy Joe was performed by Trevor Thompson and Preston Dixon, and the voice for Detective Brooks was performed by Preston Dixon. Tony Onesto was performed by Kevin Rosner. The announcer was provided by Ivor Canova, and the Sapwood advertisement voice was provided by Jayana Jefferson. Additional voices for this production were provided by Jayana Jefferson, Jeremiah Bates, Ivor Canova, Preston Dixon, and Tanya Marino. Tune in next week to hear the second thrilling adventure on The Mystery Radio Show, starring Sloppy Joe and Detective Brooks. Now signing off. Good night, Spruce Grove.